Welcome to the class. Myself Ashwini from Gopaswamy College, lecturer in statistics. And our today's topic is about consumer price index number. Consumer price index number definition says that it is nothing but a basket of goods consumed by the basket of goods and services. Here basket of goods and services means goods and service needed in day-to-day life of a specified class of consumers, and the class of consumers means group of consumers having almost or at most identical pattern of consumptions. For example, everybody in their day-to-day lives they need rice, wheat, sugar, and see here in this problem we have taken tea, dal, fuel, cloth, house rent, and education, everything. Those things will be same for all class of people. So today's class we are going to see solve the consumer price index number. In consumer price index number we have two methods to compute, that one is aggregative expenditure method, and this expenditure method is nothing but our Laprise price index number method. The formulas followed by aggregative expenditure method is nothing but Laprise price index number, and another method is family budget method, and one more here we are going to discuss about price index with a weightage. Price index with a weightage. Today's class we are going to solve all these three types of problems, and the first problem says, see this, we have to calculate consumer price index number for this given data, and here they have given the commodities, our day-to-day life's commodities, rice, sugar, dal, tea, fuel, cloth, house rent, miscellaneous, etc. and number of units. Here the number of units is nothing but how much quantity we are consuming, and I'll denote this as Q naught, and price per unit, and this price per unit under 2005 and 2012, and number of units, this is for 2005 only, that's why it is Q naught, and your price per unit for 2005 will take it as base year, that is P naught, and for current year it is P1. As we know that here we have only P naught, Q naught and P1. If we take the product or a combination of this will be P naught, Q naught and P1, Q naught. So we have to find the product of P naught, Q naught and P1, Q naught, and our consumer price index number, that is cost of living index number. Consumer price index number is same as cost of living index number, and the formula for this is summation of P1 Q naught by summation of P naught Q naught into 100. You just see the formula. The formula what we have written for consumer cost of living index number is same as Laprise price index number formula. So now you take, or we have to find P naught Q naught and P1 Q1 with their summations. I'll write down the values for that. And these two are the summations for product of P naught Q naught and P1 Q1, P1 Q naught, and I'll substitute that in the formula. Here this is 110820 divided by 56880 into 100. So our cost of living index number or consumer price index number is 194.83. 194.83. Thus the cost of living index number or consumer price index number is increased by 94.83% in 2012. That we can conclude 94.83% as compared to 2005. It is increasing. Okay. Yes. And the next problem. And next problem is, we have to compute the or calculate the cost of living index number by aggregative expenditure method. It is nothing but cost of living index number by aggregative expenditure method. And last problem what we have solved is also aggregative expenditure method. See, we will take down the problem first. See, this is the problem. Again, in this problem we have commodities, our day-to-day lives commodities with base year price and expenditure and current year price. Here expenditure they have given, they have not mentioned the quantity. We know that expenditure is always equal to price into quantity. So that now we have to find quantity now using this expenditure and the price. First we will find out Q naught, and here our base year price it is P naught, and base year expenditure is P naught Q naught, and current year price is P1. To find Q naught, it is ratio of P naught Q naught divided by P naught. So take the ratio of expenditure by price for all the values so that we can get Q naught value as 30, 40, 20, 4, 10, 10, 8, 30, 121. And we will next the product of P1 Q naught, it is 720, 480, 600, 25, 2550, 1320, 1400. And here we want the sum of P naught, P1 Q naught, that is 9575, and the sum of P naught Q naught, it is 7770. And our cost of living index numbers formula says P1 summation of P1 Q naught by summation P naught Q naught into 100. So I'll substitute the values. 9575 by 7770 into 100. So our cost of living index number or aggregative expenditure method, both are same. The value is 123.30. 123.23. So here in this problem there is an increase of price in current year, that is 23.23% increase of price compared to the base year. And the next problem is says we have to calculate cost of living index number, calculate cost of living index number. We have to calculate cost of living index number by using the following data. And data is like this. Yes, and this is the problem they have given. Here we have to find cost of living index number with a suitable one, but in this problem they have given the weight, that is W they have given, and here we don't have any quantities. Simply we have the price for base year, that is P0, and for current year it is P1. It is P0 and P1, and the weight we call it as W. We don't have quantity. So here we will not compute the quantity. Instead of that, the cost of living index formula is summation of WP divided by summation of W. As we did for simple aggregative method using underweighted simple aggregative method, we did the AM, that is arithmetic mean using AM. Same method or same steps we are going to follow in this problem also. See, using this price and the weight, first we will find the price relative capital P, that is P1 by P0 into 100. Here we have multiplied here by 100. So in that formula we will not multiply by 100, because only once we should multiply by 100 for this problem. And the values are like this. And next step is we want WP or PW, whatever it may be, WP. W is weight and P, this capital P is price relative. We have to take the product of weight and the price relative, that is WP. W into P or P into W. It is 1260750. And the sum of this is 3990. And the sum of weight, summation of W is 30. And now we should substitute these two values in the formula, that is 3990 divided by 30. So our cost of living index number is 133. So our price is increased by 33% compared to last year's. Okay, and here we will take only the weightage and the prices. We will not consider the quantity. And this method we call it as family budget method, and this method we call it as family budget method. Here we want to calculate the cost of living index number by family budget method. Family budget method. See, in this problem, they are not given W, that is weight. They are not mentioned the weight. But to find family budget method, we want W. But we know that this W of weight is nothing but P naught Q naught. This weight is nothing but P naught and Q naught. And 2000 is a base year, that is P naught. Quantity is Q naught. 2004 price is P1. First, we will find the W, that is P naught and Q naught, and the value is P naught Q naught value is and next we have to find the price relative, that is P1 by P naught. After finding the W, we have to find the price relative capital P, that is P1 by P naught into 100, and that is after finding the P value, we have to take the product of W into P. And this total is 908,000 and W total is 8730. Now you substitute WP, summation of WP and summation W in the formula. Here this is, here we will not multiply by 100 because we are already multiplied by 100 in the price relative. It is 908,000 divided by 8730. And the value is cost of living index number for family budget method. Its family budget method, it is 104.01. 104.01. Whatever it may be the problem, if they mentioned particular method, if for this data, if they have not mentioned anything, we can go for aggregative expenditure method. Here they have mentioned particularly family budget method, so that we are using WOP by summation W formula to find summation, or sorry, we have to find the weight or W. That W is nothing but P naught Q naught and our price relative P, and then WOP, and then we will substitute that in the formula. If they are not mentioned the method, directly we can do the suitable index. Next one. Here we have to calculate or construct the cost of living suitable. We have to calculate the suitable cost of living index number. Cost of living index number. Here they have given group. To average expenditure per house per month. See here, in this problem they have not given anything. They have given the group index and average expenditure per house per month. Expenditure we can consider it as W, but here to find the cost of living index number we don't have any P1, P0 or Q0 or Q1, anything we don't have. So, but here they have mentioned only the group index. Here they have mentioned only the group index, and we will take this group index as I, capital letter I, and this average expenditure is nothing but our W, and simply we will take IW. We will take I into W, and this is and this total is, and summation W total is, and to find cost of living index number or consumer price index number, the formula, if they have given the group index, simply if they have given the index with the expenditure, it is summation of IW divided by summation of W. Instead of price, they have given the index. So that we have taken the product of index with the expenditure. Now I will substitute the values, that is 40810 divided by 313. Again, in the formula we will not multiply this by 100, because while calculating the index they have already multiplied by 100. So we will not multiply this by 100. So our consumer price index number or cost of living index number is 130.38. 130.38. Again 30.38% increased in index. They have not mentioned any which index, that is price, quantity, whatever. So we can conclude it as 30.38%. There is an increase in the index or a group index. In examination they will ask one particular problem from consumer price index number, but there they will not mention the method. If they mention the method, you can go through the method. Otherwise, if they have not mentioned the method, you have to think it wise. you have to see the what data they have given. If they have given P naught, Q naught and Q1 or P1 like that, we have to go through the formula. Otherwise, if they have given the weight, expenditure or a percentage like that, if they have given, we have to go through the family budget method. And one particular problem is from this consumer price index number. So this topic is very, very important. Thank you.